Alright guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. I've been doing some work out here for the past couple days now that the Christmas holidays are over and I can get out here and work. Been doing some work on the Bobberquad. If you follow me on Facebook, you've seen the post. I'll check that out here in a second. Today we got to work here on the Jeep. I built the dual alternator bracket. Follow me on Facebook, you've seen that post too. But here you can see we've got our top plate. It mounts to the AC compressor bolts and comes around to this stud. And we've got a tie-in bar right here. And as you can see, well, you can't really see because the camera's moving too, but the thing is steady. I'm very pleased with the way that it come out. We got a little logo that I'm going to end up putting on, just because I made it. And that's my signature, but that's going to go there. And then the radiator hose, it goes from here, routes up and around and over to here. So everything's nice and clear. Our belt, Doug's gonna go pick that up tomorrow. Of course, add more to it, you gotta get a bigger belt. But we're gonna get a belt, it's gonna come around here, down, up to the pulley, and around like everything's supposed to be. So pretty excited with the way that it come out. For now, we're gonna paint this black until we start dressing up the engine bay. We're gonna be painting the underside of the hood here and cleaning up miscellaneous things. We might end up, I'm trying to get a powder coat machine, and I'm gonna end up powder coating this bracket, the bracket, just either the green or the purple. I haven't decided yet. As you can see, we got the blue box regulator down here. It will be mounted in this area somewhere. I might build a little stand for it or something just to bring it up a little higher. We got our relay. I'm going to utilize this hole that's already there, and then that puts everything. I've went ahead, cleaned up all the wires that were in here. One of these wires is going to run up to this alternator, and the other wire is going to run down to the other one for now. And then eventually we're going to have 2 more strands of 0 gauge front to back. We're going to move all of our grounds. I'm going to end up cleaning this bolt hole right here in this area. I'm going to clean all that down to bare metal, get it nice and clean. We're going to cut the terminals off and re-terminal these and mount all the grounds. We got our factory computer or whatever ground here. We got a 0 gauge here, and then we've got another 0 gauge here just to get everything nice and cleaned up in the engine bay. We'll walk back here to the back. Big changes are going to happen back here. All this is going to come out. The 2 batteries are coming out. The Maxwell caps are coming out. We're going to reorganize everything. We've got a 70 amp hour Yinglong bank that's going in here. And then we're going to use the Maxwell caps along with that. We're going to be adding another M5 where we're redoing the 6th order into a 218 flat wall with interchangeable ports. We're going to make a shelf back here in the back. It's going to recess about probably another 6 inches. And then there'll be a shelf that comes off here and down to this area here. So all the batteries will be encased. I will probably do some plexi across the front right here with some LEDs so you can see the Maxwell caps and the ding-dongs back there. And then there'll be an M5 here and an M5 here. Not quite sure what we're going to do with the mids and highs, because right now all 4 speakers and the tweeters are ran off that 1 amp. And I mean, it works. But I just feel like it's not right, because once you go up to a certain volume, it cuts out. And I think it's too much load on the amp. I'm not sure. I mean, I just feel like it's too much on 1 amp. So I think we're going to try and get like a small 2-channel to run the tweets and run the mids off of that. Or I'm not sure what he's going to do. But we're doing some kind of changes with that as well. We've run ahead and pulled the subs out. All the subs are out in here. And the baffles are coming out. This is coming out. And we're going to be building a flat wall right here with 218s at the bottom. We're going around all on the inside with 3/4 inch angle. Or not 3/4 inch angle, it's 2 inch, 1/8 inch thick angle. And we're going to build a cage all the way around the back, like all four sides. Like every corner is going to have some angle in it. And then we're going to use probably some lag bolts or something like that, or some screws with washers and a bunch of SPL glue to get that all tidied up and buddied up. I've had a lot of controversy here lately with the fact that the 6th order that was in here When Doug took it to finals, it was complete unfinished enclosure. It might have been 60% done, but the front loading wall was single 3/4 inch layer and only had like 4 screws holding it on. It was just because Doug was impatient. He wanted to ride around and beat on it, so we just threw something up there to get him a loading wall in there. And when he went to finals, it ended up on the top driver's side corner. The screw blew out. Well, I mean, of course it did. All that pressure inside the box held in with 4 screws, no nothing. And a lot of people have been running their mouth, and it's really starting to irk my nerves. So before you run your mouth about something you don't know, don't run your mouth. Just putting that out there. But on a good note, everything is starting to come together up here. We will have a total of roughly 650 amps of charging because both of those are 320s, and they're putting out a little bit more. This one we just got back from MechMan. MechMan took care of us. They changed the regulator out of it and put it to where we can run it with the blue box, because this one was set up for, it had a GM style plug on it, and it was internally regulated. So now they're both set up for externally regulation. We're getting it. Let's get on to the Bobberquad. As you can see here, made quite a few changes on it. It's become, I guess you could call it a drop seat bobber. This is not permanent. This is just so I could get the general idea of how I'm going to do the 3/4 inch tubing. And then we're going to make a seat pan that comes around here and goes up all the way out the back. And then I've decided, I mean, this really isn't something that, you know, you're going to go out into the mud holes and play on. This is really just a toy. Putts around. I think I'm going to maybe take it to shows or shit like that. I don't know. Putt around on it when I'm not doing nothing. Just fucking let it sit. I don't know. I mean, I definitely will be riding it, of course. But I think just in the sense that the fact that I've pretty much built a drop seat bobber, but I did it on a quad instead of a motorcycle. We're going to be doing something a little crazy with the handlebars. I'm going to be putting a suicide shift on it just because, I mean, it's going to be fun. We're going to do some exhaust. We're going to have 2 come out of each side and dump like right here on the ground just because, I mean, it's not really anything other than just a fucking toy. So that's the update. Next time I go to work on that, I've found my Yee and got my GoPro working right. So I'm going to set those up and we'll get some working footage. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to check out. I'm going to go inside, put this video together, and then hit the hay and then get ready for tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you in the next one.